Hello, my name is Jeff Rolka, and while normally I do videos on vocal technique and singing technique and airflow and things like that, I'm taking a little bit of a break right now, and we're going to talk about some of the tools of the trade for the vocalist. If you are intending to record yourself and you are building your own home studio, or you have a friend who's building a home studio, microphone selection and the associated gear that go along with it can make a big difference in how your recordings go down, and I'm going to show you a few key pieces of equipment today. For starters, though it's decidedly unsexy, the microphone stand is actually a fairly important aspect of your tool chest. The microphones that we use for vocals are often very heavy. They're large diaphragm condenser microphones most often, and so they have a lot of weight, and if you want to get the mic to stay in one spot while you're using it, you need a fairly substantial stand. You'll notice that this one happens to be on casters. Sometimes that can be a little bit annoying, but the entire stand itself and associated gear weighs quite a bit. When it's all set up and ready to record vocals, it is actually kind of nice to have it on the casters, I must admit. In addition to the stand, it's really, really important, even if you're not going to get a big beefy stand like this one, this particular piece of equipment, where the microphone mounts onto the stand, is rather important. This happens to be an elastic shock mount. So these are basically glorified little rubber bands. I don't know if you can hear that or not. And what they do is they suspend the microphone in this cradle here. And that means that sounds and things like that that might normally emanate up through the hard metal of the mic stand won't bleed onto the microphone. And this is really important because these microphones are incredibly sensitive. The diaphragms in these microphones are generally a few microns thick, and so the tiniest fluctuation in air pressure or vibration around the microphone is heard by the microphone. This happens to be a Shure KSM32, and while I'm not endorsing this microphone, I have to say it's a rather versatile and cost-effective solution. There are many, many microphones out there, and the best advice I can give you on microphone selection is to try before you buy. If you can go to a music store and try it out, or the music store has if it's an online store, it has a really good return policy, check it all in advance. But everyone's voice is different. Microphones are not built to be one-stop shop solutions. Each individual vocalist will find that they have a particular favorite that they like. I particularly like this one, although it's not the one that I always choose. Another key piece of equipment for us is this thing right here. Windscreen is one word for it, but in the studio world we'd call it a pop filter. What it's meant to do is to help control plosives. So when you say pop or babe, baby, those P's and those B's are particularly disruptive to the microphone's diaphragm, and they shock it, basically. You hear big when you do that sort of thing. And so what this helps to do is diffuse a bit of that air column as it comes towards the microphone so that they're not as prevalent. If you've got a vocalist who's really, really aggressive with those plosives, the pop filter alone won't do it. You'll have to make other adjustments or ask your vocalist to try to be a little bit gentler with the plosives, but it can be of really, really great assistance. If you've got questions or comments, drop them in the comments section or get in touch with me via Twitter. Thank you very much for watching, and do subscribe and share at your leisure. Lastly, if you think you'd like to get a lesson, get in touch via the link that's on screen. We can talk about how it might work out. Thank you so very much for watching. My name is Jeff. Take really good care of your voices and enjoy singing. Hopefully we'll see you again. Bye.